Hi guys, this is Lashette from Scarlet Moon Creations, and I am back with a week 3 update for One Book July and Junk Journal July 2022. First, starting off with my junk journal that I've been adding to for the month, and this one is a paperback pocket I had already included, but looking at one of Meg Journal's videos, I decided it was too plain for me, and so I just added this thread elements on the sides. I felt it'd make the pocket thinner since I only had a couple of sheets of papers in there, and more interesting to look at, to be perfectly honest. So on this next page, I'm doing prompt number 20, which is black and white. From here on out, I just kind of picked and chose which cards from the deck, the Faeries Oracle, which I made this junk journal to study, which cards match with which upcoming prompts, so I don't go in order anymore. But yeah, this is a black and white prompt. I put some gesso down because I first thought I was going to use acrylic paints, but I don't have any in the black anymore. Or I should say, yeah, I don't have any in the black or white anymore, so I'm going for watercolor. But my white watercolor is all dried up. You'll see in a second. My plan is for a white background with some black clocks, because I'm combining this prompt with another one, and that is the timeout prompt from day 10. So I'm using an old card, like bank card, to move the ink around because, you know, it's a very thin paper and the paintbrush wasn't really getting it to move, and I want it to be very black. Now, I don't have the stencil I showed you is not clocks, they're like cogs in a wheel, so a more mechanical look, but I plan to use only part of the circles, and I'll show you that another time, apparently, because I think my footage ended there. So now what I'm doing is setting up my bullet journal for the last weekly spread for July. I have those boxes on the side, which are like my dates for pre-scheduled events, so basically my schedule for the week. And then daily I'm supposed to be filling in next to it, but I haven't been, which is not unusual for me, so I am filling in what I remember over the last few days. I don't remember which days, and for this setup I've used washi tape to help create some kind of border for each daily to tell them apart, other than obviously using the gel pens there and alternating colors. But yeah, otherwise it's a basic bullet journal system of bullet points for tasks get done each day, little circles for events on each day. Each day I also have like a theme of whatever type of work I'm supposed to be doing, and I migrate when necessary. This previous month's theme happened to be a kind of watery, colorful thing, so I'm continuing that trend in my weekly. Now I am actually planning out my next quarter 3, which we're already in the middle of, or not in the middle, but it's already started. And I have some questions that I go over to review my month. And I have the quarterly pages I set up in my annual setup video, which I'll link in the description and in the card. But I just go through and look back through my annual pages and migrate the stuff that I want to do for this upcoming quarter to this specific page, breaking down year-long projects, looking at stuff that I've completed and moving on to new things, and just putting them here. I include birthdays and holidays in here as well, so I know when there's probably going to be days I'm not going to be doing stuff, but also, yeah, just working out from my annual objectives. As you can see, this is one of those times where I do flip back and forth, and that's the point of setting up the annual spreads, so I can refer back to them. So here in my monthly review section for the previous month, on the left I did my annual review questions that I mentioned before, and now I'm going to do the monthly review. The monthly review, actually I've been doing Lavendare's monthly review, which is lighter than what I've done in the past, but still gets the same information I want. And don't mind me thinking right now, but I'll link Lavendare's monthly review video below. Okay, now I'm working on my setup for August, I think, here, and it's already up, so you'll have seen it was like a fruit theme, and I started, because I've never done one before, started doodling in pencil on some post-it notes while watching YouTube videos, just trying out different fruits, apples and oranges, cherries and whatnot on paper, and then counting out my spaces, figuring out what fonts I want to use. All helped out while watching other YouTubers like Amanda Rach Lee, Notique Journal, and Elena Stevens. Link to my setup flip through video below, where I do have links to their channels as well. I already made a mistake. There's not a lot to say here. You just see me drawing in the fruits. I'm using my Tombos, trying not to go too heavy because this notebook is not built for that kind of thing. It will bleed through. And I'm not making a lot of lines, just using washi tape here. Now on my left side, my monthly log is done, doing the projects page. I probably didn't have space to keep all of the direct footage in here, so this is why this is not in my plan with me's anymore. This is what happens when you break your filming equipment, boys and girls. Here you see what I have to go through, the tedious task of putting all the dates, the days of the weeks, and the moon cycles. I now do that twice in my setups because of this health and wellness tracker, along with the one you saw before. That is my monthly log. And you just get through it, unless you have one of those stamp thingies or a roll washi tape with numbers or days of the weeks on it. Just gotta do it. Now, before I add washi to separate the health and wellness tracker from the habit tracker, and as you can see on the bottom of the page, some of the combo bled through. That's why I gotta be careful when using those, not go over one spot more than once. With this particular notebook, which I got from Five Below, it's nice, but the paper is not made for that. Seeing the bleed through, I realized I just really can't do the fruit the way I want to, and I remembered I have this sticker pack from Create 365, which I got in Michael's, which has a lot of fruit on it from in the summer section. So when doing my mood and music spread, I messed up on the title, so I was trying to cover it up with some paint pen, but it's taken a while to dry, so I just have to wait while putting in everything else. I used more stickers, but also drew as well because I realized I don't have enough for all the rest of my spreads. And you can see on the bottom left, I did pencil in the habit trackers. And I put this piece of paper here because that bit of paint is still drying. I don't want it to stick to the other page while I'm working on the last spread. You might be wondering, what is this Reynolds wrap box? I found this idea on YouTube somewhere, or maybe on Instagram, and it's just once you finish using your foil paper or anything else that comes in a box like that, you save it, and you can put washi tape that has a roll big enough over the pole in the middle of the box, and then tear off strips using the metal serrated edge like you would the foil paper. I meant to decorate the box, but I just haven't done it yet. So I just have a lot of rolls of washi tape that were just loose before in there, like the one with the flowers I've been using in this spread. Now I'm setting up my weeklies for the month, and I've already made a mistake, but this is the end of the video, guys. Like it if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell so you know when the next video is coming up, share so you can help me, and check out all the links to supplies in my description, as well as a 10% off discount code to my Etsy shop. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!